special meeting to order. Thank you all for joining us this evening. First order of business, we do have a board member that was not able to make it tonight. Mr. Pearman is offered to join us virtually, but we need to take a vote that we're all in agreement for him to join the meeting virtually. So all those in favor of Mr. Pearman joining the meeting tonight virtually, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, motion carries. Mr. Pearman, welcome to the meeting. Thank you for joining us virtually this evening. Can you hear us okay?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I can hear you. Thank you for granting me permission to be able to join the meeting virtually. I appreciate that.
All right. So we will do the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank y'all. All right, next action item is the consideration of timeline for filling the anticipated Timberlake Election District School Board vacancy. Dr. Stanley.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. After Ms. Parker's announcement last week that she will be vacating her position on July 30th, we need to talk about the process of filling that position. And really, we've got two things to talk about. The first is, what do we do to get the Timberlake District seat on the ballot in November? And then we need to talk about if the board chooses to appoint somebody in the interim, and what that process would look like if that's the decision and direction you'd like to go. So first, just so you know, I have given you a few things by email. That was just a posting that we could do tomorrow, and an application if we decide to go in the direction of appointing somebody. But first, I got a few slides here that kind of helps explain the process a little bit. So when you have a vacancy of this nature and you want it to be on the ballot in November, what we have to do is we have to petition the courts for a writ of election. And we have to do that as soon as the vacancy occurs. So really what that means is we cannot submit that to Judge Cook until August the 1st. But I can tell you that Mr. Hawkins has worked to create that writ. It's ready to go with that petition, and that will be delivered to Judge Cook as soon as possible. And some of our correspondence, I think Mr. Maddox recommended that because it's a lot of work to do to get on the ballot, maybe we publicize that ahead of time. And so we have already publicized the vacancy on our website, and we put it on social media because according to the registrar's office, they've got signatures and paperwork they have to get together, and that's due August the 14th. So it's not a lot of turnaround, and we want to give as much notice as possible. So that's the special election in November. That is something that will happen. And then, next slide, if you choose to fill the position in the interim, then we have to do that within 45 days. 45 days of the vacancy. So July 31st will be day one, and day 45 is actually September 13th, which is a Sunday, the day before our next scheduled school board meeting. So just so you need to understand that with the 45 days, how that's how much time we have to fill the vacancy. All right, next slide. To appoint somebody in the interim, we have to do a public hearing, okay? And we have to publicize that public hearing 7 days prior to having it. Once you have the public hearing, or even at the public hearing, you announce all of the candidates and you make their resumes or applications available to the public, and you do the public hearing. At that meeting, we could also have a closed session afterwards to discuss the candidates and even have interviews if we chose to do that. Okay, next slide.
Wait,
Yes, sir.
let's go back.
Okay.
So we get applications from whoever wants to fill the seat.
Correct.
We could pick from just the applications. Is that what you're saying? We don't have to interview.
Correct. Correct. That's if you choose.
Or option two is we could let them sell themselves to us.
You could do you could do the applications, okay, and they know that we're having a public hearing, and we will announce their names. And if we don't have their applications and announce their names at that public hearing, they cannot be a candidate.
Okay, all right.
But we could tell them that at the end of that meeting, we'll hold a closed session and we can do interviews
Okay.
and let them sell themselves.
Or if I could just present option C as well, the appointment does not have to be filled, correct?
Correct. Yep, but we'll circle back to that at the end. Okay, thank you. This is if we decide to do it. Okay, you can go ahead, next slide, Mark. So what I've given you here is a timeline of what that process could look like. If we decide to fill the vacancy, then we would go ahead and advertise that on our website starting tomorrow. Because again, it is a quick turnaround, and we would also make the applications and that process available on the website. And we would ask potential candidates to get those back to us by August the 7th. That's 2 weeks. Then on August the 2nd, we would go ahead and publicize a public meeting and schedule that for our next school board meeting, August the 10th. Again, at the 10th, we open up for public meeting, announce the names of the candidates, make their applications available to the public, and at the end of that meeting, we can have a closed session. And then we can turn around on August 24th, call a special meeting to announce the appointment. If we waited until our next meeting, I think that date is September the 14th, and that's day 46. If we did that, I don't think anybody would get in any trouble, but I'm assuming if we decide to fill the vacancy, you'll want to do that as soon as possible.
So you gotta go 2 weeks from the 10th to the 24th before you can announce who you've chosen?
It's got to be 7 days between the public meeting and the special, and the time that you make the appointment. So no, it doesn't have to be that long a time. We could do a special meeting the week earlier.
Like on the 17th.
Correct, on the 17th. Yes, we could definitely do that, as long as it's 7 days. You have to publicize the special meeting, the public meeting for 7 days, and then you have to have 7 days between that and when you make the appointment. So yes,
And,
that date could be changed to the 17th.
I'd like to recommend too that since the resumes, if the board goes that direction, are due, and make sure I'm getting it right, by August 7th,
Correct.
that they be made available to everyone on the board upon receipt, so they're not just seeing them for the first time at that special meeting.
Okay, what I would do in that case, and the reason I said August the 7th is because we turn around on August 10th and have the public meeting.
Right.
So what I would do would be, I would hand deliver those to you that afternoon.
Yeah, that way they can
Yeah.
do their due diligence.
Yeah, so what I would need from you all is I know I've got your addresses, but need to coordinate where I'm meeting you, or you come to the office and pick them up.
So I texted you last night and you said you would check on, what's the reason for having a 7-day gap from the time the interview finishes to the time you announce who you selected?
That's in Virginia code.
So it actually isn't, the 7 days isn't between the announcement and the decision. It's between the public notice of John Smith, here's his resume, and the decision. So you could actually make the decision at the August 10th meeting.
But can you announce it?
Yeah, you can announce it whenever
I
you
mean,
want.
that saves
Well,
a
we've
meeting.
already announced, I mean, that,
That's what I was asking.
So basically, as the public has to see John Smith's resume 7 days before you say, we're appointing John Smith. That's the only code timeframe. regarding it that I was aware of.
That's made public at the public
Correct.
meeting.
Correct.
So if they're not seeing the
So you can't
resumes until
decide
August
that.
10th, then we
Correct.
couldn't announce it till August 17th.
Gotcha,
Correct.
okay, correct.
Correct.
Because it's the
You're
10th,
right.
the 7 days.
Yeah.
But I,
7 days.
but I.
But we could certainly do the 17th versus 24th.
Yes, yes. we
Which
can
makes more sense.
Certainly do that. Okay, can you make a note of that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Mr. Pearman brought up the point that we do not have to fill the position. What code says, if we don't fill the position, then the circuit judge could do it, but based on what I've been told, talking to the registrar's office, with there only being a 2-month period between the vacancy and the election, they probably would not do that.
But we still run that risk.
Yeah, but still, you're elected in November the 1st, but your time runs till December.
Exactly,
30th.
January.
So really, if we didn't appoint somebody, we would go almost 5 months
Which is.
Correct.
And we've
without a
got-
tiebreaker.
Yes.
Yeah, and we've
Right.
got a lot of decisions that have to be made
Yeah,
between
no,
there and then.
I think we need to,
School and hiring and construction stuff.
we need to make an
We can have all
appointment.
of those on here, a full board.
Correct. So first vote I need is whether or not to fill the position. And then the second, I need your blessing on the schedule if we change August 24th to the 17th.
17th.
That's doable. Yes.
I'll make a motion, we fill a position.
second.
All right. Any other further discussion before we take a vote? All those in favor for filling the Brookville School District position, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, motion carries.
And then I make a motion to change the date of the announcement, special meeting to announce the appointment from the 24th to the 17th of August.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of shifting the date from August 24th to the 17th, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, motion
Maurice?
carries.
Okay.
What did he say? He said aye or?
Maurice, you did vote in favor of that, right?
I did say aye, yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I would just ask it, with this date, if any of us are not able to be at that special meeting, we extended the same privileges Maurice has got to Zoom us in.
I think according to policy and code, we can do that for one person.
One person.
So if I got 2 or 3
Just
people,
one
I
person.
don't believe
One
we can
to
hold
switch
it.
it. Okay.
We'd have to change it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
yeah. Okay, that's what I need. We'll get that posted tomorrow with the application and due dates and all of that information.
Put that, can you put that schedule back up there? Mark, can you put that? So, August 10th and August 17th.
Correct. Yes, sir. August 10th is our regularly scheduled meeting,
17th.
and then we'll meet a week later to
I
name.
think I'm,
So do we already have an application for this, or?
I sent it to you by email.
I didn't
um,
email
Day
that.
before, I think, and it might have been yesterday. It's one that I kind of put together.
Okay.
One I've seen from, that the county's used before. Something similar.
is discussion of the interview, should we do that? I mean, is it gonna be, we're gonna ask them questions, the same questions, or just let them in? Person stand up there and,
I think that's a question that we have to, one, decide if we want to have closed session interviews after that public meeting. If we do, then we can talk about questions and then maybe generate some questions for you.
okay.
I went for 2 appointments here and obviously didn't get either one, but there was closed session.
There were? Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and plan for that and make sure that that's on the agenda for the 10th. And then we'll notify candidates who apply that there'll be a closed session, and during that, they'll be asked to answer a few questions about why they want to serve on the board.
Can we send you potential questions that we might have?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Is it a time length?
No, sir. Unless you want one.
I think we won't. I think we need to.
Yeah.
Well, we could give everybody 3 minutes.
No, I think,
For an
you
interview?
Or
No, you need to do more than
You
3
need more than 3
minutes.
minutes for an interview.
I mean,
3
you don't
minutes
know,
for, like,
to me,
speaking
we can cut it off
as a
anytime we
public
want, but
Well, maybe the 3 minutes to introduce themselves, and then normally like in debates and other meetings, you give 1 or 2 minutes for responses to questions. Because you guys might ask a question that night that you don't have on your list.
Yeah.
So you don't want to hem it in too much, but not let them, start
Right.
narrating a book or
That's
anything.
that's what I wanna dodge.
Yeah, I think we can drive that in closed session.
Oh, yeah.
Say thank you very much, and I don't know that we need to have
Okay.
a timer, you know. Now, if we get 50 applications,
But it's a different story. We might have to narrow them down.
I'd love to have that much.
I think I think it was 5 when I came for the appointment. And it was so relaxed, take your time, because I mean, you want to do a good job at picking who you.
Correct.
That's why they didn't pick me, Barry Jones.
Wait a minute, August 2nd.
17th.
Yeah, you don't have to remember
You don't have to do
any of the
anything
other
on
ones.
August 2nd.
No,
Just
that's
the
when we'll put it on
17th is the
paper.
one you
We'll
need
have
to
a,
remember.
Public meeting.
All right, any
The one-
other?
The one,
August 2nd
the
is
one where we
Sunday,
announce
yeah.
who we select, that's on the 17th, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for us to be here? I mean, is it,
I think you're gonna have to vote on it.
That's when you're going to interview them on the 17th.
but then we don't announce who we,
No, we interview on the 10th.
interviews on the
17th
10th.
is just a special meeting to announce.
Gotcha, to announce, gotcha.
I think you're gonna have to vote.
Okay.
And we will receive an edited timeline. I'm sure that will be emailed out, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Do we have to put this in the newspaper? Can we just
I'm
do it on
just
the
trying to be able to
website?
explain this to my bride.
The,
I mean, is there a requirement for how you advertise it, or?
just that we have to advertise a public meeting 7 days before we have. Yeah. But all of this information will be on the posting that we do on the website with the
Yeah,
application.
The website is public notice.
And Maddie Kirkman had already reached out to share information from
Correct.
these in advance.
Correct.
Now, does Brookville High School have a website?
They do.
Yes.
Can we put it on that
What's the
also?
purpose of making the applications
Yes,
available to the
I
public?
mean, the more the better.
Yep.
Thank
You
you.
don't have to do any of that. You guys could you could have even appointed me to stay till December 31st if you wanted.
Well, why do we have to make them?
All right, any other further discussion on the interim
Sign it.
position? Everybody good for the time being? All right, at this time, we will go into closed session. If I can get a motion to go into closed session.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we convene in a closed meeting pursuant to 2.2-3711A29 of the Code of Virginia for discussion of the award of a public contract involving the expenditure of public funds, including interviews of bidders or offerers, and discussion of the terms of scope of such contract where discussion is an open session would adversely affect the beginning position or negotiating strategy of the public body.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay, motion carries. We'll adjourn in closed session after a brief ask for a motion certifying that to the best of each member's knowledge, that during our closed meeting, only public business matters were lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements by Virginia law, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered in the meeting by the school board.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Maddox, seconded by Mr. Jones. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Those opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay, now I ask for motions to advance what was discussed in the closed session.
Let me go first.
Go ahead, Perry.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we retain the services of the law firm of Overby, Hawkins and Wright for recurring year terms.
Second.
Okay, motion by Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Parker. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Motion carries with Ms. Vaughn opposing, so. All right. Ask for another motion for any other actions coming out of the closed session.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we review and revise policy GDS with a first review next meeting.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Vaughn and a second by Mr. Pearman. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Pearman, did you say aye?
Yes.
Thank
Aye.
you, I didn't hear you. All those opposed? Okay, motion carries. And I think that's all we had on the agenda this evening, so.
I got one
motion-
thing.
Go
I'd
ahead.
like to thank the Campbell County Board of Supervisors for approving our renovation process at Alta Vista Combined School. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Mr. Maddox. I think we all echo that appreciation for the Board of Supervisors. And while we're extending appreciation, thank you for the administration being here tonight, this called session, for their support as well, so. Any other comments before we get a motion to adjourn?
Just extend appreciation to Ms. Parker for being a true part of the board until her very last day. So appreciate your involvement in this and wish you the very best in your water style lifestyle you're headed to.
Thank you.
Is it appropriate for me to say something?
I don't know. Go ahead.
I'd just like to thank Ann as well. And when you got on the board, you asked a ton of questions and have always asked a lot of questions, and I appreciate that. You've gotten to know our staff, and I think, I know that you have seen the hard work that we do, and we do it for the right reasons. And I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Ann, on behalf of the entire board, and best of luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn? Second?
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
You don't need luck sitting on the waterfront,
Motion
do you?
carries. Thank you, Mr. Pearman, for joining us this evening.
I had to eat fish 'cause I
Thank you.
catch
Hope
so
everybody
many
has
at
a
the
good
dock.
rest of your week.
Thank you.
You too.
Just do it for recreation.
You gotta learn how to eat